Right, hello, welcome back. This is going to be part two of how I make a track. Just trying to think now, as I've tidied a couple of things up since last time. I had my clap, put this to one shot mode, just to cut that little bit out there because the tail on it goes too much into it and it'll cause you a few problems. I think I've done similar with the hat, yeah. So if you go back into that, put it into one shot mode and take off about here, it just makes it sound a bit better. Gives everything a bit more room as well. I don't think it, yeah, same with the close that as well. I didn't realise I'd done that one, so you know. So what we're going to do now is going to get this bass in. I'll show you basic side chaining and stuff. Let's get it sounding alright. Oh, I do want it exactly the same, hitting the same place as your hat, so I'm going to copy that. Just put it in here. It's all V pasted in. I like colour coding things me as well. Just tidies everything up and you know where everything's still got its place, so we don't need this one here, I just have to show you that, so I'll collapse that. And here I'll show you a little trick which is, well, I recently learned this to be honest, but it's a game changer for me, this one. Luckily if you've got setup you can do this. I went to here. Open 7.2 up. Let's go and grab our donk from that pack I give you. There it is. We got our donk here. We'll open 7.2 up. I'm going to change this to sample mode. And it's literally drag it in. Yeah, as simple as that. Might cut that down a little bit, just let's see how it sounds first. And what are we on? C3, we don't want that. I think we want it indeed up me. This might be a bit too low, let's have a listen, just with the kick. Yeah, that's right. Doesn't sound too bad either. I think that it helps when you've got a shorter kick like this, to be honest. It'll be going into each other there, but we'll get to that. But on the Devil, with that MIDI pack I sent you over, you'll see it's a dead basic bass line. The Devil one goes in there and just the last of the bar 4 will come down to 1 like that. 1, 2, 3. So you've done that one there, haven't I? That's it. And do that for every 4, 2, 3, 4. Just like so. And then we'll have it sound like this now. Oh, got that one wrong. Okay now. There we go. So I've done the same with that. Jesus. There we go. That's done. Now I've already EQ'd the kick. A bit more about the EQing, which you need to touch on because I'm sure how minutes you've been producing for a while. Have a little look at the kick here. Prime example. I've cut that well shorter as well, by the way. I'm sure I had that on G0, I did. Cut it a bit more out because listen to this rumble now. Makes a difference to me. But with your kick, you don't want any of this in. It just adds rumble and muddies up your sounds, to be honest. Another example is your hats. It's the other end of the spectrum. I've shelved that. It's got everything going on here. You don't want all of this playing at the same time through your hats because you've got to make room for other sounds. So you got your low your mids and your highs. Everywhere's got a place. I've actually got a separation in the mix. I'll put that in download link because it helped me massively. You have everything's got its own place in a mix, in a track if you want, however you want to word it. But we'll get to that. Right now we get this donk sorted out. And I'll make my sub bass dead easy to do. So I use Kickstart. You can use stock plugins, they're all the same as long as you've got a decent threshold on it and stuff. But on Kickstart, it's only a tenner, I think it is anyway, to get, so it's a decent one to start off with. I always use Kickstart. What you're going to do is you're going to side chain it to your kick, and we'll open it up, and this is just a standard, nice and tight, but you'll see what's going on here with your kick and bass. Oh shit, my hat's still in. Jesus, not with it today, people, sorry. There we go. That doesn't sound too bad at all. That's just duck it out a bit. Let me get that a bit tighter. And you want that bleeding into that. See the scope? While I'm here, I might as well do this. The utilities, any scope, oscilloscope, all these Melder production ones, they're all free. I've got another one down here which I like, side scope it's called. Again, side chain it in with your kick. And as we can see, there's no, it's bleeding into it perfect there. So not much to do on that one, to be honest. Worked out alright though. That worked out fine, in fact. I'm quite happy with that. Just like you're saying, it's just basic stuff I'm going to be throwing in. And just copy along. Anything I do in the meantime, because I'll always have a look at this after, because in case I miss something else, anything I clean up, I'll show you. Go to here. Let's get our sub bass in. Same thing. I'm going to EQ it all. Oh, didn't EQ the donk, Jesus. Right, just keep this going. Now we're talking about sub bass. Again, this will show you what EQ to there. See, I've already been into this. There's this area here. Copy them settings. Have a look there. From here, we're going to have our sub bass. 96. Have a look at this. Dead simple. Saw wave, and I put this to 4, but I'm going to fully detune it. Coming out in mono. Drag this down. So -3. I'll have this. I'd say about that, maybe a little bit more old on it. Attack right down. Like that. Put this to cut off. It's barely audible, so you need your headphones. There's a little bit of a click in there. I'll turn the random right down so it's just hitting the same note every time. drive on it. Yeah, it's a good starting point. As I said, I'm just going to show you that quick so I'm not messing about with it too much, because I've spent too much time on that for me. I'll go back to that, clean it up a bit more, but the basic idea is there. And what we want to do now is what I've just been showing you there. I've already done it, because I had a little practice run on this earlier on, so I've left it in the EQ, and say you've got that there. This area now will be filled up with the sub bass. I should have took them off really, but you get what I mean now. Two areas. Let's introduce this sub bass now, and you'll know what I mean. I'll take it back in and out and show you the difference with using it. Probably have to turn it down a little bit, to be honest. But let's have a look. Same thing, side chain it with your kick and it'll sound a lot better. Now let's side chain this now. We'll take the donk out, we'll just have them two playing. Yeah, there. That's going to fill your gap up. But see, now when you side chain it, it'll be a lot tighter. And all these presets at the bottom are great. Put it all in now. Take that down a notch there. I'll actually bring this one up. Let's look up the sub bass now. Let's see if it makes it the difference it makes. It's just a lot more power there. It's your low end sorted than your shape. I don't know whether I could save that for the next one. Introduce my vocal, because I was actually going to do it sort of like the Clough Caviar one where it comes in near the main drop, but I've got a better idea for it. I'm going to introduce the vocal well earlier, because it's a decent vocal to use. But as again, mixed with all of these now, we've actually got the first part of our tune, which is what we want. And what we want to do now, move them to there, as you bring them in after that. Just get a rough idea of what it sounds like. Like that. Yeah, what we need now duplicate them. There's your first two sets. And that is the start of your tune right there. So the first set there, second set, third set, and then we're going to our breakdown here. And what I'll do here though is we'll add something in here. So if you leave gaps, here, sorry, you know you need to add something to it, i.e. a fill, blah blah blah, whatever fits your track. I've got a couple of effects in there in that folder that I sent over. Here, got a couple of fills. Yeah, we can, the likes of that we want to put in there, but we'll get to that. I like doing my effects at the end, but I know I want to add something there and there, and yeah, oh boys did that with all of it, like, but I've listened to the transition, if you know what I mean. We go through it, we've got a break. Ah shit, man, I think I've cocked that up. Shit. Not having a good day, yeah. It was right in the first place. See what I mean? We're all still learning, people. Yeah, that's right. No, I got there in the end, didn't we? I believe it's just done that. Makes me look good, doesn't it? Right, I think we call that for now then, just getting your base and that sorted. As I was saying, little things to go back through there. Kickstart, hopefully you've got it. I've said it's a cheap plugin and it's helped me immensely. And your sub bass, dead easy to do. So, I'll be on to the next one then. Cheers for watching.